Hi, and welcome back to another YouTube video. So in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Speedpaint 15.6 Artist Pro. Just as a heads up, this review is not sponsored. I've just been wanting to upgrade my tablet to a screen tablet for a while now. So with that out of the way, let's get on to the review. So straight out of the box, there's going to be quite a few things in the package. You're going to have your tablet display, your pen, the pen holder, which also acts as a carrying case and has the 8 replacement nibs, a drawing glove, a cleaning cloth, the quick guide, your tablet stand, an extension cord, and the 3-in-1 cable you need to connect to your screen, and a couple of power adapters. As for setting the tablet itself, it's actually pretty easy. You're going to get your 3-in-1 cable, which is 2 USB cables, and then you have your HDMI cord, and then you're just going to plug it in. Then all you really have to do after that is go to the Speedpaint site, download the driver, and you're pretty much ready to go and start drawing. So overall, this is a pretty decent sized tablet. It's 17 inches across, but the actual drawing area that you use is 15.6 inches. The colors show up really vibrant, and I don't really have to worry about it looking too different on different screens. On the right side, you're going to have buttons to control the brightness on your screen. And then on your left side, you're going to have the 8 customizable shortcut keys. And then you have the big red dial that you can use to zoom in and out of your canvas. But you can also add a shortcut to that as well. And for the pen, it has a nice weight to it. The grip is made out of rubber. There's also some buttons on here that you can use to switch between pen and eraser mode. And then on the top you do have your nib. When you do push down on the tablet, as you'll see later, it does push down a little bit, but it's not too springy. So when I actually started using the tablet for my comic work, I was a little nervous at first because personally I was someone that was used to pressing hard on my tablet. It wasn't until I started using it more in my work that I realized the reason I was doing that is my old Wacom tablet had a little over 1,000 pressure levels, and this tablet has over 8,000. So I was able to make strokes with less pressure, and slowly I learned not to press so hard so I didn't have to worry about scratching the screen. I know that there are protectors you can put on the screen, but personally I've never been a fan of those. I just like the screen just as it is, but I'm pretty sure that there are screen protectors for this tablet out there. So because I did purchase the tablet so I could get more serious with my comic work, it just made sense for me to record one of my comic pages. So this is me working on a comic page from my Horror Magical Girl comic, Eldritch Magical Girls. I'll put a link to it down below. But yeah, this is the first comic that I did using the new tablet. So far, with me using Clip Studio as my main art program and the brushes I download and just the tablet together, it just works really well. And with the hotkeys, it just makes my process just a little bit more faster and more streamlined. One of the best hotkeys that I've set up so far is where I can flip my canvas, just so I can make sure that my art is looking good on both sides and something doesn't look lopsided when I flip it. And because the screen is a pretty nice size, I can see everything on my screen. I can have my references on one side. I can have a little YouTube video in the corner. Just basically everything is working as just I intended. I don't need a second screen. It just works out perfectly. And I guess now would be a good time to talk about my comic. This is actually not the first comic I've done. I did do another comic in the year 2020, and that was a one-shot, but that was with my old tablet. And so with this new series, I did end up using the new tablet, and let me tell you, doing it on the screen tablet just made things so much easier, so much faster. I was not fighting with my tablet. The disconnect, it's not there anymore, thankfully. So basically I had these characters that I've been drawing for a couple years. They kind of have a theme to them. They kind of have a story, but it's not really set in stone. And so I thought, well, I am working on a secret project right now, secret comic project, and I thought, well, I should probably do something so I can practice comics while I'm making other comics. So I've been doing that, and so I'm working on this chapter. I still have one more update to work on for that. So basically the premise of this story is, what if instead of magical girls being here to protect the world, them existing means that they're about to end the world? So you kind of have your creepy aesthetics, cute aesthetics, just basically everything I like. There's a little bit of monsters thrown in there, and cute girls, so it's all good. If that interests you, I do have it on Webtoon, and I also have it on Taptastic if you're interested in reading. So in the beginning of the Speedpaint, I don't know if you saw, but I did have like a little 3D building that I made. As much as I love the Clip Studio asset store, sometimes they just don't have what you need, so you just gotta do it by yourself. It's not that detailed, but I'm slowly learning how to use Blender. I did learn how to use Maya a couple years ago, but I haven't touched a 3D program since. So because Blender is a free program and there's just so many tutorials for it, I know that there are better 3D programs out there like SketchUp. There's probably some other ones I probably can't name off the top of my head. I know some people do use video game screenshots and all that, but sometimes you just gotta work with what you have. So I ended up making a very simple blocky shape, and then from there I kind of like used a bit of reference to fill in the gaps. But backgrounds, definitely one of those things I need to work on. You know, I think anyone that draws a background is a god. It's something that not many artists know how to do well. So hopefully one day I'll get good at backgrounds. So although I did really enjoy using this tablet and I'm happy that I purchased it, there are a few things I will let people know before deciding to buy it. One of these things being with the hotkeys. For some reason, the settings aren't permanent, and what I mean by that is, you know, I would set my hotkeys for the day, and then as soon as I would log off my computer, turn it off, or restart it, the hotkeys would just reset to default. And so I had to look up what that was about, and apparently it's because although I did apply the settings like, hey, I want this hotkey to do this shortcut, it only set it for that session. So you actually have to hit another button in a very particular spot so that it actually makes the settings that you have permanent. It's a little weird. I hope in the future they do put that in a future update. Another big thing you should know is that the tablet stand that does come with your tablet, it's not adjustable. I believe XP Pen does sell an adjustable tablet stand. You just have to look for it on their site. The tablet stand that does come included, it's already kind of like at a low angle. I know sometimes for me, it's a little too low of an angle some days. It's not that bad. I think it's okay. But if you're someone that definitely needs it to be adjusted, just consider that before buying. So my overall thoughts on this tablet is, if you're someone that is brand new to screen tablets, or you're thinking about upgrading your tablet to maybe something a little more expensive, I think this tablet should definitely be on your radar. I think that when you're thinking about buying a tablet, your needs should come first. You know, at the end of the day, these tablets are a tool, so my needs might be completely different from yours. For me, the biggest selling point was the hotkeys, because I'm doing a lot of comic work and I need to be able to streamline my process. But for you, maybe your needs are a little different. And you know, me being used to Wacom tablets, I still thought that they were really the only good tablet maker out there, but that's just simply not true anymore. You have so many other brands that have better prices, that have quality tablets that are just as comparable to Wacom. Really, all it really boils down to is what you need, you know, what works for you, what's local to you. But yeah, overall, I think if you're looking for a beginner screen tablet and you really want to up your game, whether you're making comics, you're making animations, or you're just getting serious about your illustration works, For the price that it's at, and because XP Pen does always have sales, I think it's a pretty solid tablet. And with that, that's going to be the end of my review. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, consider subscribing. I do have a couple more videos that I'm working on, so definitely keep an eye out for those. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video.